Oh yeah, I should probably touch on. None of us are Satanists, by the way. That's a common thing.
That's
Bro, like every single time, like it's like, what the fuck is Devil Records? I'm like, huh? Like what?
Like, yeah,
No.
we kind of seem like a cult from the outside looking in, but trust, like,
You'd be surprised how many people ask that.
yeah.
This
That's a common.
Might be.
This is going in the front of the video, and then we're transitioning to the beginning, bro. Because like, I don't know how many times like I hear that all the time. It's like Devil Records, what? Like, nah.
No. The whole dark aesthetic just started from me. Honestly, I was fucking edgy when I was younger, and Yxng Demon, and it just kind of stuck. And so we just ran with that, the darker aesthetic of shit. And also, like, I don't know, you can think of some versions of Phonk as like darker themed, whatever,
It's the aesthetic, basically.
Yeah, exactly. We're all fucking nice, God-loving people.
Praise be. What the fuck?
Yo, chrome me up.
All right.
God damn. We breaking records today, apparently.
Of course, brother.
Are we gonna get the donut cam?
I'm trying to right now. It's I'm trying to figure out how to get this webcam to turn on.
You click the webcam button.
The power on button.
I would think, bro.
It's like the half circle with like a line going up and down.
Bro, I know what a.
You're pressing the off button, dude.
Bro, why is this so frustrating? I just want to turn on the camera.
The good thing Riot's not here. He'd be having a heart attack.
Oh my god, guys.
Demon didn't laugh. I'm disappointed.
It's device manager.
Maybe I can go like.
Oh, here we go.
Damn, bro.
Where's the zoo?
I don't know. I added him on Instagram and on Discord in this chat.
Bro's fashionably late.
Fashionable.
2 minutes. Not my fault. You guys were early.
What?
Oh, you guys.
Wait.
Wait.
Please.
Wait.
Oh.
You already been waiting.
Oh,
Shit. Oh, there
let's
it is.
go.
Yo.
There it
is.
Finally got it.
Yo.
Oh,
Alright,
man.
Hey. Okay.
Holy shit. This
No, we
is about to be-
cooking.
This is about to be chaos.
cooking.
Like, god damn.
Should we just like stay like? Is it gonna be portions or like where we're just muted or are we all just?
It's just
together
gonna be.
talking?
We're all just
good.
gonna be talking. We're just gonna have a conversation.
Basically,
it.
I think we've been over this before. Like everybody is gonna be like, "Don't talk over me." It's gonna happen at this point. There's way too many people. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. It's inevitable.
Okay.
So you got everybody's volume adjusted to the right.
Yeah, I just need to put your ears up. Okay, we're good.
All right.
Got you. All right. God damn. This is gonna be the most people. I ain't gonna lie, because I think the most people I had on here was 4 or 5 people, and now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Mhm.
Yeah, two more. Two
Two
more
more
than
from the
what you
last
had
Two
one.
more than the last one. Yeah.
Two more. Got you. Fuck, I'm scared right now. But y'all,
Hey,
You
Don't
should
be
be.
nervous,
We're
don't be
pretty
nervous.
intimidating.
Yeah.
Low key. Look at
these faces
You
are
know where you
so
live.
just looking at everyone with the camera, bro.
fucking goobers up in here, bro. God damn.
Oh yeah.
All right, so everybody give an introduction, basically like what you go by, and basically like how you actually pronounce your name, because I know we like mispronounced names before in the past. Just starting.
Go the
from-
weights.
We just want to go like down the
Weights
road.
was in a VC.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who's
Hey, who's
it's
first?
it's you,
I-
then KÆTO,
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
then Nexus,
Got it.
Zoo, Cortez, Bushido, and then Demon last.
All right. I'm DSCOFF. Well, my actual name's Donovan. I'm also called DiscOff a bunch. Kind of what my name's become because that's like literally what how everyone says it. I'm kind of fine with either or. I'm not sure what else to say for the introduction. I mean, been producing since I think November of 2022. I'm kind of on a pretty big hiatus right now just because college is ramping up. I'm getting a degree in mechanical engineering. I still produce when I can. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Then KÆTO, my God.
That's tough, bro.
All
I
right.
actually almost
On
went to
the
school for
ground.
that.
I'm KÆTO. I've been producing for the last 5 years or so. I do funk and trap. I've been working with Demon and Devil Records for the last 3 years, I want to say, since
Yeah.
2021. And yeah, I collab with Demon a lot. I've been working with Zoo and Nexus and all them guys. I don't really know there's not much else to say other than that.
Let's do Nexus.
All right. What's going on? I'm Nexus The League. I've been making music since I was for like the last 13, 14 years. Yeah, honestly, this whole thing kind of just snowballed into the greatest thing that ever really happened to my music career personally when Demon just kind of waltzed into my life for real. So like, hit me up on SoundCloud. Turns out we were 45 minutes away, bro.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
And then from there on, we just oops, shit. I'm not used to this. From there on, we just grinded it out, and I'm just really happy that we're at a point where we can do shit like this for real. You know what I mean? So
For sure.
very happy, very proud of everybody. I've had to take a little bit of a hiatus just to kind of like get my life stable. I'm trying to be as active as I can be in the group, and yeah, man, I'm just waiting for us to all play a show, because once we get to a venue, bro, it's up and it's stuck and it's not coming down. Like it's gonna be a wrap.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
Got you.
My turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hi, my name is Zoo. What's up, baby boys? I've been making music since I think 2018. I've only been releasing music since I think 2019. I've been working with Devil Records for the past 2 years. Gonna be Christmas will be 2 years officially, or maybe 3. Demon found me on TikTok and commented on my thing. He said that I should look into working with him and Nexus The League. We remixed a song that I had originally done, and from there on we've just been working nonstop. Demon's my go-to producer. Yeah, I don't know. I don't take no hiatus. Music is either it's either I do it or I don't, and if I don't, I'm a kaput. So
Fact. Fucking fact.
And then the newest edition is KidCortez, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
A little bio or info about him.
Yo, what's up? My name is KidCortez, you know what I'm saying? Low key, bro, I'm kind of like started doing this like a minute ago. I don't know when. It was like when I got a laptop for school, then I started recording. But I feel like I got into funk late last year. And honestly, like the transition from like doing what the fuck I was doing to funk was like exponential. Like it just grew, it snowballed into its own thing. So I've been just doing it ever since. And the way I found Devil Records was just by pure like right place, right time, you know what I'm saying? I remember I was like looking through like someone's catalog and I saw like a collab with KÆTO and then Demon, and in my head I'm like, bro, if I lock in with these two people, I'm gonna go crazy and I'm gonna just like start nutting on these beats, bro. And then bro, like cause dead ass, bro, I'm like, yo, this is what I need, bro. Like, like, bro, honestly, I was like lost and I was like, bro, I just, like, yeah. But anyways, like, yeah, as soon as, like, bro, and the way it happened was so crazy. Like, the way it happened was so crazy, because, like, I was in the VC and
Bro,
KÆTO
what
just
the
came,
fuck?
paused out of nowhere, and it's like, yo, we got a collab. And then he's like, and he was kind of stalking me, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, I see you, King. And then, like, he just came up to me, bro, pause, and he sent me a beat. And then I hopped on it, pause, and then like we're here now, bro. And we made like I have a whole EP with Yxng Demon. I have a couple of songs, like, everybody on here, bro. And I'm just like glad to be here. All right, that's it. I'm gonna shut up. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Amazing
That was the
introduction.
wildest
What the fuck, bro?
response,
For the newest member, that's crazy, bro.
That was amazing.
Remember.
All right, now we got Bushido and then Demon after him. If he's able, is he still on the way from work, or is he like?
He's at work. He might be like on
He
a
might
call.
be on a
with someone.
call.
Okay, I got you,
Yeah.
So
I'm back.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
got you.
What's going on? So my name is Bushido. I'm Bushido Blade. I'm based in Detroit, Michigan. I've been doing music for a while, like at least 10 years. I do a bunch of different genres, pretty much every genre, from singing to rap to trap, doesn't matter. I met Demon probably about 2-3 years ago on another Discord, and I remember coming into the chat and he was showing me what he did, and I was just amazed by just the producer aspect. He made the beats he can make. I mean, Demon, whatever you need him to make, this guy is going to make it, and he won't stop until you absolutely love the track. So we met there, and then we collabed on a few more tracks after that. And then like earlier this year, me and Zoo were working together. We did like almost like 4 or 5 songs back to back, and we all just kind of meshed real well, just put the track out, Zoo laced it. And then later on, I ended up joining Devil Records. I really supported what they did, and I figured that they were going to blow up here like real soon, so glad to be a part of it. Enjoying KÆTO. I met him recently, early this year, and same as Demon. I mean, this guy, the beats that he's produced for me has been top tier, really solid group, and very happy to be a part of it.
Sweet.
Hell yeah.
And
Hell yeah.
last but not least, Mr. Demon.
The Doomster. Yeah. Yxng Demon, been producing for like 6 years now, 6.5 maybe. Based out of like South Central PA, basically. Like I basically run Devil Records with KÆTO, and fucking love all these guys, dude. Seriously, we all fucking met up, just started making good music, and now look where we are. You know, this shit's fire.
Hell yeah, better.
Hell yeah. And I guess it's up from here for y'all. Question. What's up?
Was I supposed to say where I was from?
No,
No. We are not doxing
Oh.
people today, bro. We are not doxing. No. All right. So, question: who, besides like me and KÆTO and Demon, like who met up IRL this year, or like who's seen everybody, or is seeing another member, basically?
I mean, I
I
live
think-
like within driving distance of
Yeah.
Demon, so like I got see people like whenever for real. And I saw KÆTO.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Yeah, when
think
KÆTO
just-
was out here, when he flew out, we were able to like, I was able to like get him around to everyone that's in our area.
Got you.
I need to lock in. I'm all the way on the West Coast, so
Yeah, bro, for real, bro, you're slacking. What the heck?
I know I need to get an airplane ticket over there like ASAP because
Yeah,
it's rough.
Well,
But
prob-
Yeah.
I was gonna say like whenever we like do the show in the future, because I know me and Demon are in a group chat. We're hoping to get that probably beginning of next year. So
Yeah,
I forgot
sometime.
about
hopefully,
that.
hopefully we
Yeah.
can actually lock that in PA.
Yeah, that'd be sick to have everyone just come out for like a day
That would
show.
be nuts.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, it would be insane. The mosh pit, bro, that is gonna be nothing but legendary.
Okay, going back to meeting IRL. First question: how much of an importance do you think it means to physically be in person with people bouncing off ideas rather than meeting over the internet or basically through a screen? Like, what's the major difference that you guys saw?
I think it's just the energy is completely different. Like when you're with everybody IRL, it feels more authentic. Like you're all there, you're all able to like cook up and just do shit, and you're hanging out.
I mean,
Discord's
Discord
awesome.
in general, yeah, has been an amazing resource. But imagine if
Yeah.
we didn't have Discord. You know, if we were just strictly sending projects back and forth via like email or Instagram, it would be a completely different atmosphere. But yeah, being IRL is just fucking. It takes it up to a new level. Everyone just
Yeah.
vibes, and it's awesome.
Absolutely.
I can't speak for like working with y'all IRL. The one time I have worked in real life with another producer was in France with No Sauce and Rob Gikma, and that was
Hell yeah.
definitely more fun. But I feel like I got like less shit done, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, I feel like on here it's like, well, it might be just because I'm on my own computer, but like if I had a laptop, it'd probably be a different story. But it's definitely more of like a fun environment when you're working with other people in real life with music.
And Danny knows too, when he was out here, KÆTO and Danny T both were here at my house. We just basically played musical chairs. Like we would just go in rotation on my computer
Yeah,
and just add
Yeah.
shit to a beat. It was really cool.
the track
was
is
fun.
coming out public whenever. I keep forgetting.
You're
when it
good, bro.
is. Got you. But
Demon played the unreleased track. It was so good, dude. Like that's
Yeah.
a very good track.
mhm.
It's
Yeah.
solid.
Very like
That was
like
so fun to make.
Soudier vibes. It was so
Yeah,
good.
for sure. I think that's
That's
how it
funny.
started. Was
Yeah.
I just
It was
wanted
like
to
a
make a
studio
beat that was
type
like,
beat.
how close can I get to like Soudier but still be original?
Oh, it's
You know?
like spot on though. It was like perfect blend, honestly. I'm
Hell yeah.
excited for
Yeah.
that.
The name of the project is Studio Clone _3. So that tells you all you need to know.
It's like an exclusive beat type beat. Purchase your track today. That's the only tag we got. Okay,
Yeah.
next question is it's still focused on IRL stuff. What did you guys, for those that did meet in person, see a clear difference with something that you thought would take longer if it was done over the internet versus in person?
I mean, the beat in itself, you know, would definitely take longer. Like having them right there, they can just hop on the computer, or like if they have an idea, right, instead of sending it back, having them work on it, you know, they can just be like, "Yo, let me get on real quick," and then they would add
Yeah.
something.
Zoo,
So,
1 second, real
and-
quick. Let me just add on to
Bro-
that real quick. Sorry, but there was actually an example of that because I was when we were doing the musical chairs, I was cooking up something, and Demon was like, "Yo, I got an idea for a lead." And I was like, "All right, swap real quick." And then he hopped on, he did a little lead, and he added some
Yeah.
shit to the beat. And I was like, "All right, let me work off of that." So then we swap back and forth, and
Yeah, the
It's
music
like you
itself
said.
gets done way quicker, you know.
yeah,
I feel like all that kind of just depends on like the group of people, the atmosphere for real. Cause like if y'all are motivated in the moment, shit's gonna get done. You know,
For sure. Yep.
like when me and Demon past rap group, we banged out a 21 song album because I'm fucking unreasonable. So and it, bro, we did that shit all in like what, 3 days?
Yeah, yeah. We all went to the camper and just fucking cooked.
Like, you can make anything happen as long as you have your mindset to it, but at the same time, like, you still want to have fun, you still want to get, get at least one good song out, but at the same time, like, as long as y'all are having fun at the end of the day, bro, that's all that really matters for real, because, like, you can make a banger anytime, but you can't make memories every day.
That's true.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Zoo, what did you want to chime in?
I was just because I was just gonna ask a question about your question. If you were just specifically talking about working on music together IRL, if that's what your question was based around, or you're talking about just as a whole, like meeting people.
I would say a bit of both, because I feel like every single time like someone meets IRL, it's kind of focused on music, but at the end of the day, you're just kind of chilling. It's just another day, but
Yeah,
you
it's
got your
just
homies
friends
next to you
together.
at the end of the day.
Yeah.
All right, that was just.
All right, so for the rappers, what are your biggest inspirations in terms of your flow, how you think of different rhyme styles and cadences, etc.?
Damn. G shit. I take a lot of inspiration from like XXXTentacion, like Night Lavelle, Suicide Boys, and then like a lot of other artists as well that I can't really think off the top of my head, but it's definitely a blend. So I think like just finding the right, if you work with multiple genres, it's just finding the pocket for me. You know what I mean? Like if I'm doing a slow song, I'll try to find the waviest pocket I can and just ride that bitch out. But if it's like something fast paced or like super hard or grungy, even like trap metal for real, like it's all just about finding that pocket to lock into. And then once you find that shit, bro, you just exploit the shit out of it. Like that's what I do. I'm trying to remember the other half of your question.
Oh, it was in terms of how do you have your different style, or like where do you blend your style and cadence in general? Because I know rappers have a different cadence depending on the type of beat that they're rapping on, or just what they're aiming for in general.
For me, it's just like I gotta rap like I'm trying to pay the rent, homie. So like that's what I gotta that's my mentality every time. And like I get burnt when I can't make anything. Like I have the creative juices going, but like when it comes to when it comes time to like make something sometimes, dude, and it doesn't happen, I'll beat myself up because I'm like, looks like I'm not eating, you know. But that's the way that I think of it, because like it's a hustle, it's a grind set. It's a, you gotta put forth the effort and the energy to make anything happen for real. And we all want to make this happen, so we all trying to put in, equal amounts of grinding and trying to make shit happen. Kind of hope I answered that.
No,
Nah,
you're
you're
good.
good.
I mean, I go through binges, like every once in a while where I'll switch up who my influences are. So when I started music, when I originally started writing music, I was like fucking 10 years old, and Eminem was a big influence of mine. So I was trying to mimic what he was doing. And when I got into music, it was also X that inspired me to do that. So I was trying to mimic him, and that's where I learned kind of how I want to structure my stuff, because I spent a little bit of time mimicking his stuff and trying to be like him. I spent enough time doing that to where I could find my own way to do it, and then it was Ghostmane and all other trap metal artists, and then the past year it's been Suicide Boys. So when it comes to my flows and cadences, I heavily try to like influence like whatever I'm listening to at the time. So this year's Suicide Boys, so I'm influencing Ruby's verses and his cadences and his flows, and also scrims, and I'm trying to make it into my own stuff, but also include everything else that I learned. So that's where all my cadence influences come from, and all my my flows. I mean, I don't really think about it when I'm doing it. I mean, I go into a beat and I'm like, hey, I want to try a little bit more experimental stuff that Ruby does, where he's hitting different, octaves, or he's fucking using a different kind of flow and just using his imagination a little bit more. But you know what I mean? Like, I still try to do my own thing. I hope that answers
Nah,
your question.
it was a really good answer.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's basically you guys are the two main rappers in Dove Records, and I think isn't there another one?
Cortez and
Cortez.
Bushido.
Cortez.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cortez
KidCortez
and
Bushido.
So okay, got you. You guys want to answer basically
Yeah.
how you get your inspiration in
Honest
general?
to piggyback off everyone, it's true. Like where you get your sound, I don't feel like comes from one specific person, but it comes like in every form of music, right, that you hear. And like recently, before even doing funk, I was very into melodic, and I feel like in melodic, you don't really gotta listen to one certain artist to incorporate everything. And mostly like if you hear music in other languages, you can just like there's so many flows, so many cadences, so many ways to say certain things, so many ways to shorten words to fit a lot of things that all of it kind of becomes its own thing. And I feel like finding myself through it, it also depended on like what type of song I wanted to make. So like if I wanted to make a melodic song, I'll kind of like engulf myself in everything melodic, not just like in male or female, like in any gender, because everybody has their own way how to say things and how they do things. It's trying to bring that energy into it. And I feel like it was always like what was around me that kind of influenced the sound. And kind of like going back to like what Zoo said at first, like my dad was into like lowriders. So like the main type of music was like 3 6 Mafia, Ice Cube, Tupac, and all those like and plus like other Spanish rappers. And you know like, that was my main focus. So like even through then going into music, I still wanted to have like an underground sound. But then later like a lot of like new artists came in that bringing like a melodic sound like Uzi, Trippy, and like I'm like, oh, I want to do this now. And then like I feel like when X came back or when he like started getting notoriety, I'm like, yo, he's making everything in the sense that he can do an underground sound, he can do like a rock sound, he can do a melodic sound. And then like based off him, I really started experimenting in the sense of finding my own sound through not like sticking to one, but making all of them combine into one, you know, like getting aspects of everything and then making your own way. And I feel like starting music, the most difficult thing an artist can do is find their quote unquote sound. And then like their sound is not even what they say. It can be their own voice, the way they say things, the accent they have, where they come from, how they like extend words. And I feel like to get to that point, it just takes a lot of like doing a lot of listening, but also like a lot of like just hearing music. And there'd be times where like I wouldn't hear music because I feel like I'd be too influenced to copy certain things. But then like I feel like the whole process of like finding the sound, finding your flow is like a good one because you can like it's like taking everything that's already there and making your own thing. And that's as long as that's possible, I feel like anyone can have their own sound. And I also believe that your own sound comes from your voice because no one can really sound like you. And if you get to a point where people want to sound like you, I feel like it's when you found your sound within not even how you rap, but like how you say things and how you like just pronounce things and how you put energy onto your song to a point where people can say like that's a beat, but like what's making the beat is the vocal, is the person. And like I feel like that process for me to get there, it was a combination of everything from like all like artists, music, everything, even like but I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, it's just a concoction of everything. Happy I found a certain way, but then like I don't know, you can like never stop growing that part of you. But yeah, I don't know. I even forgot the question what it was. What was it?
Oh, in terms of your inspirations and like how do you find your certain style? But you answered it pretty well. I'm guessing
Yeah,
in your own way, basically, like how you
yeah.
grab inspiration from other people that you listen to. Well, same thing with Zoo and like what he said in general.
And like to extend on that too, like I feel like when I collab with people, like when I met Zoo, bro, I feel like I got really motivated off of him because bro, now I have a saying busting a zoo is when you like send a verse, but you wait until the other person does it to see if you can outdo it. And ever since then, I'm busting zoos now, bro, in the sense that now the people I'm around with are like making me want to even go further, propel in the sense that like, bro, it's a thing of like you gain this extra boost in where you can be and then how you can like manage these things. And I feel like another influence in my sound is the people I'm around with at the time and what they make and what they do, and that really like boosts like what I can do too. Because after a while you can get to a certain point where you feel comfortable with your sound, you feel comfortable like where you're at, and you feel like you're like in a peak, but in the sense someone else comes in and like kind of like like makes you see like there's a propelled version of that. It's what kind of also grows it. So yeah, I'd be busting zoos here and there, but yeah.
Just to chime in real quick, that's actually like the best thing about this group is the fact that we all like push each other to be more. You know what I mean? Whenever you
Yeah,
guys are
bounce
collabing
energy
on
type
shit,
shit.
I can see it happening because I'm on the outside looking in, and KidCortez will fucking record a verse, and he's like, "All right, bro, I gotta fucking lock in, fucking body this dude, on his own track or whatever." And then it's the
No, that's
same
right.
vice versa for all of the artists. It's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, you get that like competitive nature kind of where like you're trying to outdo each other, but like in a good way where it's like
Yeah, it's all
you're
friendly.
just trying to see what your limit is.
Okay, got you. All right, next question, and I aim this towards like the rappers.
Bushido.
Let's not skip
Oh, sorry,
Bushido.
my
Yeah,
bad,
Oh
let's
shit,
get
my
it.
bad, my
Bushido.
bad, my bad.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
I wasn't
know.
sure. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if he was still
Spectator
like
mode.
able to listen or not.
Spectator mode.
Speak up for
L
yourself,
L
bro.
Yeah,
interviewer, bro.
yeah,
L interviewer.
Oh man, about to disconnect right there, bro.
It's all good, man. Me personally, I prefer like more of like the singing, like Juice World, Lil Peep, or even like Chris Brown, old school Nate Dogg. Any of the singing artists I prefer. But as far as like Devil Records, I had to change the cadence quite a bit to more of like, 3-6 Mafia, Memphis, Puya, styles like that. And then like when I started working with Zoo was when I was like, I probably should put some stuff out because I know he was concerned. I was like paying money for tracks and we were like putting them out, but I was just putting it in the archive. Like I didn't care if anybody heard it, whatever. And he was like, why aren't you putting this stuff out? And I'm like, I don't know. So, and then I noticed, Zoo is a character, man. He inspired me quite a bit because he would always make me go first, sit and marinate on the track
Yeah,
and
Bustin'
body
a
me. And
zoo.
I was like,
Bustin' a zoo.
I didn't notice that at first. I was like, this dude is actually trying to see what I put in and then go in and rap after me. That way he's got time to, I was like, that's real slick, so I like that. I noticed that. And then also Nexus The League. When I first heard him, I said, this guy reminds me of myself. He can do it all too. Don't let him fool you. He can rap. This guy can sing. Whatever you need him to do, he's like multi-talented, and just the whole group just inspires me. Probably more than actual artists that are on like the radio. That's probably
Oh,
why
yeah.
I pretty much joined. So
Love
just
to
the
see
group,
it.
It's awesome.
Yeah, Nexus got to get those oohs and ahs in every once in a
Yeah.
while.
Gotta get that
Bro, you gotta add some ambiance, bro. Like even my ad libs, bro. I've had people just straight up hit me up and they're like, "Can you do the Lil Jon ad libs?" And I'm just like, "Yeah." Like, bro, it's all about the ambiance. It's all about creating the atmosphere for real. Cause like to me, once you're like in that live setting, once you're playing a show with those songs, you want people to be able to feel that shit, not just like listen to it, but to be able to hear it. So like. It's bro. I'm telling you, once we all get a show going, it's a wrap. Like,
Mhm.
For real.
Yep.
That's gonna be sick.
Then I think Demon, you mentioned it earlier about like everybody joining Devil Records in general, but how
Mhm.
has we probably already answered this question earlier, but how has everybody joining Devil Records improved everybody's release dates, certain tracks and certain tapes, and like if something goes public or not? How has that improved the workflow overall for everybody?
I think we all motivate each other to keep going, and that's why we're able to try to stick to a schedule. It's not 100% yet. It's better on the producer side of things because it's easier to like throw an acapella on and then put the song out. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But in general, I mean, dude, we're cooking up often and we're making heat, and that's all I can ask for, really.
Yeah. Also, real quick, what you were saying with like motivation, when we get new people in here, like Demon said, we all kind of motivate each other. So when we get new people in here that kind of have that same vision that we do, it's like a force multiplier. It kind of gets everybody, like
Yeah.
it kind of just increases that intensity where like everybody's like, all right, everybody else in the group's doing shit, and it makes you feel like you need to keep up your
Just
end,
keep you
and
moving.
everybody kind of keeps feeding off of each other, and it kind of keeps it helps that motion keep going. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Oh god,
Gotcha.
On
For real,
God.
for real, for real.
for real, yeah.
Anybody else want to chime in before next question? Anybody have
I'm
anything
trying to remember
else?
what the question was.
How has joining Devil Records improved your releases in general when it comes to your
Bruh.
dates and everything?
When it comes to like me dropping, like I said, I've had to take care of a lot of things for the past like year and some change, but for the most part, like prior to having to worry about real life shit, is just like trying to cook up the illest banger, bro, and trying to create hype for it. Cause like we went through a lot of trial and error, bro. Like a lot of trial and error of just like how to go about promo, what platforms, trying to figure out algorithms for each platform. And then once we kind of all just, reduce that down to like a science, a syrup for real, we just kind of just glaze it over everything, whether it's just like somebody had like if he has a song coming out, throw it in the chat, we all go react to it. KidCortez has a track. Demon has it. Literally, if anybody has a track, we all do our best to like promote it within the group, and then from each individual platform, we all get that little bit of boost from it, and it's nice because like not a lot of people have a group to be able to bounce that that level of promotion off of. And as far as like releases, before it was just like throwing a dart in drywall trying to see if it sticks, dog. But like now it's like it's calculated. It's like when you see those people on Rocket League that don't touch the fucking ground and they still have the ball up top, bro. It's all fucking calculated. Like we all just try to
Still the
do.
analogy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, bro? Because that's
Yeah.
hard. I can't do it.
Nope. Zoo would like to speak.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like,
go
like
for
this
it.
is
The almighty Zoo, bro.
I would say that being in Devil Records, it actually decreased my drop schedule, but it's for the better. Like when I was like before Devil Records, I'd make a song, and like Nexus said, it's like throwing a dart in drywall and hoping that it sticks. It's like I would release music, I'd do a little bit of promo, and just hope that it blew up. But being in Devil Records definitely, and this might be a later question, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna answer it now because this is what I thought of. It definitely like increased my work ethic. I have a lot more ideas coming into play. Like I have 12, 13 songs ready to go, but I want a promo, and I want to work on the promo side of things before I go ahead and just drop a song just to drop it. In the long run, I think Devil Records has improved, my thought about releasing and dropping, and the whole schedule stuff around dropping around everybody else. I mean, it's almost perfect. It's like everybody checks in. Like Demon has like an entire spreadsheet of when shit's dropping from
Yeah.
each artist. Like
Yeah.
he put together a spread.
True.
It's organized. It's becoming organized. So in that sense, we are doing really good. I'm not gonna drop the same fucking within the same 3 days that KidCortez is gonna drop or Nexus is gonna drop or this and that. Sometimes it's hard to keep up with producers because like they're on their own thing. They're talking. We don't really have like as a rapper. There's nothing that like we didn't put nothing towards that song. So sometimes there's no communication with us about if they're dropping. So maybe sometimes a song will get dropped. But that's where if we're communicating with Demon, he'll tell us, hey, KÆTO's dropping that day, so I'll drop the next week or the week before.
Yeah, we try to
We're
keep
becoming
it as
very
organized
organized.
as possible.
Going off of what you said and also what Nexus said about kind of getting it down to a science, that's something that we had to work on a lot because we had issues where like nobody would talk about the releases. And there was one weekend, I know Demon knows what week I'm talking about,
Yeah.
where Bushido dropped his album, I think.
Mhm.
I dropped a track and Zoo dropped a track. And I think it was a weekend or a Friday, so I think Demon also dropped a track. So there were 4 releases and one of them was an album. And they all
Yeah.
dropped the same weekend, so we're all trying to figure out like, oh shit, we didn't know everybody was releasing.
And at the
So we had to
time, I
figure out
was
how
the
to.
only one who had access to the website, so I'm trying
Yeah.
to put everyone's shit on the website using embeds and whatever, and it was just chaotic for a couple
Yeah.
days there.
Just try to figure out how to promote all of it simultaneously. So now that's something like Zoo said. I think we have a spreadsheet where I keep track of our unreleased shit.
Anyone
we
who
kinda-
followed the Instagram, the official Devil Records Instagram, was just getting fucking berated with promo for like 3 days. It
New
was
album,
hilarious.
new song.
Hell yeah.
That was a learning moment. Yeah.
All right. So now that we talked about
Yo,
the
could I
rap-
answer-
what's up?
could I
Yeah.
answer that?
Bro, I keep
Bro's
trying to
forgetting. That's what I was talking about earlier. Like we're good. Like this is gonna
Alright.
happen multiple
Now that you're
times
for the
'cause there's
real
so many
members, let's
people.
move
There's
on.
so many.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Can you just repeat the question again, like for the one time?
How's joining
how did-
Devil Records improved your releases in terms of certain tracks and certain tapes?
All right. For me, what Devil Records did was like before, like I was doing music, I was grasping onto any beat because I just wanted to rap, and I was like getting anything, bro. Like it doesn't matter what it was. It could be like a fart with an 808. I'm like, yo, this shit hard. And then like it got to the point where I'm like, all right, people. The thing with your sound too, it's like a lot of things involves your sound from a certain 808, from certain kick, from certain hi hat, and I feel like as soon as I joined Devil Records, they kind of made my sound through their beats too, because Demon and KÆTO have their own sound, right? And I have my own sound through my voice. But now if you mix those together, it becomes its own thing. And then people now like can tell the difference, like, oh shit, this is not like a YouTube beat, this is not that, this is its own thing. And I feel like Devil Records really gave me that thing in a sense where they cater really towards the vocal when it comes like I do a vocal, I send it to them, and then like they kind of build it off that. And I like that because now the beat, when you get a beat off YouTube, you're catering yourself towards the beat. But with them, they cater their beat towards you, and they even add more things to like make the vocal sound even harder. They like because like an artist only has one perspective that a producer doesn't when it comes to structuring a song and how to add a certain like ear candy to a song. So it could be like even a small little sound can add on to your vocal to the whole atmosphere of the track. And I feel like Devil Records in general, they have that locked in the sense that they could add like just a little sound that could like give it a whole ear candy that can make the song like more attractive, more like just like more listenable and more like ear catching. And I feel like that's one of the main things I really appreciated and I really love about just being part of this, because when it came to the sound, it gave me like already like a structure to like have, like from the way Demon produces, from the way KÆTO produces, and then the way like I rap to them, like it became its own thing, and that's a way I feel like I kind of really grew and appreciated to have. And now whenever someone like hears like a song, oh like yo, that's a song like KidCortez, or that's like a KidCortez type song, or that's a KidCortez type this and that, and I really like that. Also going off of what Nexus says, like there's like a glazing effect where we all kind of we post and then we're like all commenting and all saying heart emojis and everything. And I feel like since that's been happening, a lot of people in this like music scene, once you see other people supporting, they're more willing to support. And I really like that because like we really like we fill in those gaps when it comes. Not because like dead ass, bro. You could be posting like a fire shit, and then if no one like, because nobody wants to be the first one to say something when there's no one there. It's like,
no.
am I going too fast? It's like going into a room and farting.
Bro, you didn't even answer the fucking question. You
What was
asked
the
what the question was. You didn't answer the question.
Oh, okay. What was the question? What's the question?
How did Devil Records improve your release? Your release
Oh.
He just started. Yo, he started reading the Bible. There's some part in that.
Nah, like okay. I thought it like
Professional
like
yapper in the house.
nah, look, finding your sound is part of the release though. If I'm being correct, you know, like all these are part of the release. Like a release is just not making the song. It includes like what the effects, like a climax to it. You know, like a story. Like you know what I'm saying. You gotta have like a certain thing to go to the thing. You know what I'm saying. So like we gotta wet the song first to make it like be good. And like I'm saying, all of it came to full effect from the glazing in the comments to like the way the beat was produced, everything. And I improve the release, and I'm like, yo. So it's like a whole thing you build up to like the release. You know what I'm saying? Pause. It's like busting a nut. You know, a lot of things goes into it before you get there. So I'm just saying it really improved, and I'm like breaking it down what improved, but it just improved. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Slow down.
It's okay, bro. I promise.
Bro's last 4 words answered the question. I promise you. The last 4 words did.
It has improved the release.
It's a marathon, homie, not a race. It's okay. Just
Okay.
I don't think you took public speaking in high school, my nigga. It's all good though.
The nut
We
busting is wild though, bro.
That's two questions now. He said
There's
that.
so many pauses going on here.
I feel like we need the tension breaker every now and then. I deadass thought I was gonna be that, but nah, nigga, you got
Bruh.
it. Like,
Nah, cause like music gets me excited. Pause. Like talking about, bro. It's cause it's a big part of me. You know what I'm saying? So like, I relate a lot to it. Then I get like in this like, oh shit, like we're talking about music. You know what I mean? So I get all jump back, get all like happy, you know, kicking my feet type beat. You know what I'm saying? Making it clap, and then I'm like, all right, I just get like really into it, and that's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. Next question.
Yeah.
no, Bushido. Bushido's gotta go.
So same with Donut too.
what's
He's
the-
been muted for
Oh, and
fucking
Donut.
hours.
Yeah.
I can wait patiently. Don't worry.
How has joining Devil Records improved your releases?
Oh yeah, quite a bit. Like I said, before Devil Records, I wasn't releasing anything. I really didn't care, to be honest. I was just doing it for like therapy and just something to have some fun with and show some friends. But like working with Devil Records, they kind of push you to like promote things. They actually get pretty irritated if you don't. But so
Damn, all right.
speaking of that, I've got about 8 tracks that's got to come out. I got to get some covers together before Demon comes after me here. But yeah, they push you quite a bit, and I like the promotion aspect. Demon will keep promoting it and telling you to promote it and staying on you about it too. So they're pretty dedicated. It's been pretty good.
Okay.
I'll keep my answer brief. I mean, obviously, currently my release schedule hasn't improved under Devil Records, but almost all of my releases have been under Devil Records. I'm pretty sure I found Demon and Devil Records like within a couple months of starting producing. But I would say it has definitely helped just because with making songs, I kind of don't know when I'm like finished, I guess. Like I will just keep changing little shit to the point where it's like no one else is hearing like the change here. I'm just doing stuff. And Demon's definitely like a get it done type of guy. Like he'll just be like, yeah, like it's good. Like you don't need to do more. Everything
no
you're doing at this
itches.
point,
Yeah.
it's very minute and like it's good to release. And it's like good to have like a voice there that's like telling you like, yeah, like you're good now. Cause like I don't know. Sometimes I just be feeling like I could just keep improving on something, even if like at a certain point you start messing stuff up. Like your ears get tired of hearing the same thing, like when you're making a beat, and you'll just start doing stuff that's not actually helpful. So it's definitely, I would say, and also with albums, those have been the times like collabs with Demon have been like my most consistent releases because he makes sure that they get done, I would say. So definitely helpful overall.
Yeah, my work ethic is wild. I'll be honest.
It's
No, dude,
studious.
Demon
very
is a
studious.
workhorse for real. Like I knew he was gonna be like the dude to either like just run shit or get shit done when I was like 21 song album in a camper, and he said, fuck, yeah, no, let's do it.
It was like already next.
And then, yeah, and then like after that, I was like, yeah, this guy, he's got the drive, he's got the motivation, he's got the talent for it. And like since then, bro, that was years ago too.
Mhm.
Like it's just been improvement over just leveling up. Like if this is all a video game, bro, we're all level 50. Like if that's the cap, bro, we're all maxed the fuck out. But there's still room for improvement, which is crazy.
Most
Yeah, you can
definitely.
always improve.
Okay, so now that we're gonna transition to the producers, and I'm gonna try to get like 2 or 3 questions done at once because they kind of relate to like the question I asked earlier when it came to inspirations. First question is gonna be also a follow-up question since I didn't really talk to the producers as much since I've been on this end of the stick a little bit because I really can't relate to the rapper portion of music production. I can relate to making videos and making music and you guys doing the promotion and everything in general, etc. What are your biggest inspirations when it comes to you guys making tracks? How you actually go at different sound selection. I think I already said that earlier, sampling, etc., etc. And also, obviously, you guys have worked with multiple producers. I know Demon and I know DSCOFF. I know you definitely work with a bunch of producers and KÆTO as well. Not just inside of just Devil Records, but outside as well. Who's somebody that you've worked with in the past that actually shocked you in terms of being able to actually get in contact with them and work with them on a track?
Am I good to start?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So inspirations, getting into like OG Phonk, which is like the primary genre I make other ones for fun, but starting with that, Demon's like the biggest inspiration just because I was only like 2 months into having ever opened FL Studio, meeting Demon, and seeing him be able to essentially, well, like when I started, he was just making like perfect Studier type beats. Like it was like, but like uncannily good. And I was like so impressed. So learning from him was like an extreme privilege. Like it's pretty awesome, honestly. But then going from there and just like listening to more OG Phonk, because I'd only known about that genre like for like a little less than a year before meeting Demon. I got more into the genre as I was making it. I'd say my current biggest inspirations are still Demon for sure. Then I would say erickD for sure. Breeze4, Got No Time. He's pretty awesome. Who else? I mean, I'm inspired by KÆTO. I mean, I also work with him, so I mean, I don't know if like that definitely also counts.
Mhm.
But those are definitely the main ones. And then more recently, like I've been listening to stuff and I've been like messing around on FL Studio. Like I haven't really been dropping anything. But Rev or like RE_V, I don't know how you say that. He's been pretty inspiring to me. As far as sound selection goes, I don't know. I just downloaded a bunch of kits and I just choose the ones I like the sounds I like. One thing that's really important, like if you're gonna be making Phonk, is that like you gotta branch out and layer. Like if you don't layer sounds and make something like a little bit different, it's all gonna just sound like the same. Especially because unless you're doing like a crazy subgenre of Phonk, like you can only branch out so much. So coming up with like your own distinct sound with the drums that are available is super important. And you can also, you know.
Oh, we lost audio, brother. Oh,
You cut out.
We got back.
It might be delayed.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're
but
like cutting
it
in and
is.
out a little bit.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I guess just bear with it. But
You're good.
yeah, with sound selection, I'll also be sometimes taking drums from like R&B songs or like the songs that I be sampling from. Like you can use those as layers as well. Definitely a lot of inspiration for sound has also just come from like the music that is like in SoCal, West Coast, G-Funk. Yeah, working with people, I don't know, working with Yxng Demon is still like the most crazy just because he was so inspiring when I started out. erickD collab was kind of nuts. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty unexpected.
That song went
But
bonkers.
he just like, yeah, I'm pretty proud of that song. It's still like one of my favorite songs I've made. That was unreal to me. Definitely glad that he just like, I don't know why he reached out. I lucked out. But I made sure to cook on it, so like, you know, show my stuff. Can't think of any other crazy collabs I've had. I might be having something soon with Breeze4, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah.
All right, KÆTO.
Yeah. For me, obviously, Donut and Demon are huge inspirations. Donut was pretty crazy because when he joined, I was like, all right, we got new producer, gonna show him the ropes. And then in 2 months later, it's like, oh shit, I'm getting replaced. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, we found the
'Cause-
prodigal son, bro.
Yeah, dude, Donut's rate of improvement was unreal. So he's been an inspiration in that way. Demon was there when I got introduced to Phonk, so he has a lot to do with my with kind of how I came into the genre. So those two for sure. Outside of the group, Sudier was really big for me. I love Sudier a whole bunch. Von Storm was the first producer that I heard doing funk. Like he was the first artist that I discovered that was doing funk. So Von Storm, Sudier, both huge inspirations. I listen to I kind of listen to everybody when it comes to producers who do funk. So it comes from a lot of different places. But Sudier and Von Storm, I'd say are my main ones for inspiration.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Sudier and like Freddie Dredd style beats is what got me into like the OG funk. I actually started with like the Suicide Boys type beats. That's where I got my
That's
grip.
a good point. Outside of
Yeah.
producers, well, I guess Scrim produces for them, so he would still be in that category. But yeah, Suicide Boys, another really big inspiration, just as big as Sudier for me. Both really huge.
Yep. And then yeah, just a bunch of smaller people in Discord that I just can't think of their fucking names off the top of my head. Everyone that I meet can influence me in some way. But for sound selection, I think I'm starting to get my own style. But yeah, for the better part of like the last 2 years, it's been like Sudier type sounds. I don't know. I feel like he influences like a lot of people in the OG funk scene. So I'm not alone there.
He has a really
But
big reach
for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I
But
think
who-
he's like third or if not fourth most followed on SoundCloud when it comes to this scene in general.
Yeah, that's crazy. But who has like surprised me with getting songs back? I don't know, man. Like
I forgot
obviously
that part of the question.
the Devil Records people are like first and foremost. Like their drive is crazy and they can
Yeah, it gets
easily
surprised
get shit
every time.
back. But outside, I mean, erickD got our lab back pretty damn quick. Badkids Good People, he's a workhorse as well. We actually he hit me up and wanted to do like a full fucking EP or album, and we kind of banged that out. I don't know if it's done or if it's it should be almost done. So I'm not sure where that's at, but still, a lot of the people, especially on my last album, Twilight Trap in Volume 3, everyone on that list, they're crazy good with getting back projects really quickly.
I forgot to answer that portion of the question, but I don't really have an answer because I haven't had any crazy collaborations yet. I don't
Yeah.
think so. We'll see where we get from here.
Ooh,
But
Ronin. Ronin is one of the people that I was trying to remember his name. Yeah, Ronin gets
Ronin's
shipped
really
back.
good.
Dude, I
immediately.
forgot Ronin. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah,
been a
dude.
minute.
Bro, he's awesome.
He pumps out stuff. Like he just had like what 2-3 EPs in like the last few months.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
exactly.
Yeah,
But he's worked with a
crazy.
lot of the Devil Records guys heavy. Bushido specifically. I know KÆTO has a couple songs, maybe 1 or 2 songs with him on his album.
Unreleased.
Yeah, okay.
Or
Gotcha.
yeah, Ronin. Yeah, on my album, Ronin has a collab with me, and then we have several unreleased beats that we've kind of started, and they're kind of sitting right now. But yeah,
Yep. Yeah.
I collabed
Ronin's a
with him on
workhorse.
one of his EPs, and I just wish it was on Spotify because actually I really liked that album.
Yeah.
Where he was actually rapping on some of the songs. But
Mhm.
both
Oh, was
you
that his
and
birthday?
me, Demon.
Yeah, the birthday
From
album.
like
Yeah,
last
yeah.
year, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that one
remember
came out
looking
really
forward to
good
that.
though. I like
Yeah.
that. Bro did me dirty with my song on that album though.
That's
I-
crazy.
He rendered it at like a lower volume than every other track, so it sounds like lower energy compared to everything else. It's okay though. It's
Oh, I
still
also
a banger
forgot
track.
Young Loverboy. That's another
Oh yeah.
artist I like collabing with. I've done like 2 with him, and it's just because we're both from San Diego, so we gotta represent. But I've been on like
Hell.
2 of his albums now. He cranks those out, dude. I don't know how he gets so many songs done. That's another artist I've collabed with, and also an inspiration because Dago.
Exactly.
Hell yeah. All right. This was aimed to producers, but I feel like this can be overall question for everybody. In terms of advice to give to younger or newer producers, or even your younger self, what would you tell them is the most important thing, especially when you actually get started when it comes to either producing or rapping, etc.
Be open to criticism. Seriously.
Lock the fuck in. Like, if you're young, bro, I know, dude, I know that sounds funny. Please let me explain. So, if you're able to start young, which most of us do, right? 13, 14, whatever, and you're able to lock the fuck in, like, you understand, like, okay, this shit's a grind, and you're just every day after school, in between, like after work, whatever, if you're graduated, you don't go to school, whatever, it just locking in and grinding that out until you get to a place where you think that getting to a sound where you're happy with, and then just doing everything we're doing now, dude. That's exactly. And to be honest, if I got a chance to talk to my younger self, I probably wouldn't talk to him. I'd smack the shit out of him. But at the same time, I would be like, there's a dude in your life. He's gonna waltz straight into your life, and I need you to meet him sooner, damn it.
His name is Jesus Christ.
No, I'd probably incinerate myself. I would catch on fire. But nah, like, talking about Demon, bro, like, if I would have met him when I was, well, damn, I was going to say I'm a little bit older than him. So when I was like 16, and when I took my break for 2 years, there's a guy, you need to meet him. His name is Yxng Demon. He doesn't even know it yet. You just need to, you need to just hop on that shit and just pause and just fucking grind it out, dog. That's what I would say. And give me 1 sec.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
You
good.
guys are-
Also, your mic isn't working.
No, I wasn't talking.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't really tell. I can't speak to any other artists because there's way too many right now. If I were to speak to a lot of new artists right now, just don't be sound deaf. I mean, not sound deaf, tone deaf. A lot of people don't know when their shit stinks, and they have the craziest egos. That's like my specialty. I love to meet people who just have high egos and just are new to music and just think that they're the best in the world. Because when I started music, I thought I knew I was kind of shit. Like, I thought my shit was good, but I knew it wasn't up to par to like who I am now. Like, if I would have met myself now, I would have been like, no, there's no way I'm touching 2024 Zoo. You know what I mean? But if I were to speak to myself, my younger self, I tell him to work a little bit harder. I have a terrible work ethic when it came to music for a lot of years. It just now this year started. I mean, ever since I met Demon, it started going a lot better. I would tell myself to work a little bit harder and find a consistent way to promo and start those videos early, start the TikTok early, start the YouTube Shorts or whatever the fuck was at the time. Start it early and ride that out and use your imagination not just on your music but towards the promo, because that's a big reason why I am where I am now. It's because I sucked at promo. So that's what I would say to myself. Go ahead. Your turn.
I want to say, like, a lot of people, because I love talking to people that are like starting out with music. I love, like, because I hop into a lot of different servers and there's a lot of new people cooking up. I'm gonna turn my cam off because it looks like I'm on fire. Because the fucking sun's
Bro's
shining
got that
on
holy glow around him.
me. Yeah. No, but a lot of people when they're starting out, they get caught in like really specific details. Like, there's a progression when you're starting to music, and there's an order in which like most people learn things. Like, mixing and mastering is like one of the last things a lot of people learn, I think. And
Mhm.
also, like, when it comes to releasing and promoting music, and I think the best thing for an artist, like when they're starting out, because we're talking about, like up and coming artists, is like just make as much music as possible, and you'll learn as you go along, and kind of just watch people as well that know what they're doing, and don't get caught up in like really specific details, like if you're what certain ways of mixing a track or ways to release and promote different songs, because let's be honest, when you're starting out, everybody's usually a nobody when they're starting out music, so it doesn't really matter how you release music or how you promote it. You're kind of just focusing on self-improvement in that stage. I would say don't get caught up in like really specific things with different tracks, or whether you release certain tracks or how you promote. Just make as much music as possible and just learn and grow that way. But yeah, that would be my advice to my younger self and also starting artists.
I'd say don't be content with just where you're at. Always strive to be more. You know what I mean? I know that sounds like a weird inspirational quote, but like genuinely, there's so many Discord servers where people just have nothing but good things.
Like
They're like,
criticism?
yeah, nothing
Circle
but good.
jerking.
Yeah, exactly. They're
Yeah.
all circle jerking each other, and it's like, and you get stuck in this mindset. Your ego kind of takes over, and then you're content with where you're at. You think your quality is enough. It's never enough, dude. Trust me, because then you have people like us, and also like bigger artists in general. They'll listen to your shit and they'll just be like, what are you doing? Like, you could be improving here, and here. And if you're not open to that criticism, there's never going to be any more improvement. you're gonna be stuck
Yeah.
where you're at.
Being in that kind of environment, you can go into sec Nexus. I just want to say real quick, being in that kind of environment is also really harmful because it's a constant feedback of positive reinforcement for
It's like
something that's
toxic
not good.
positivity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
toxic
exactly.
positivity. So when somebody does come along and they try and give you like genuine criticism and be like, hey, this, and this isn't so good. Like they'll take it a lot harder because they're so used to just constantly hearing that just their shit's what's good, you know.
And now you're
So
the
it's
asshole for trying to help them out.
yeah,
It's like,
exactly. And me and Demon have had numerous, like, I can't even count how many times we've met people that have kind of been accustomed to that, and then
Yeah.
you try and help them out and they're like, "Oh, you're just being an asshole. Like I'm like the best at what I'm doing and you just don't know what you're talking about." So yeah, that's another big thing with people that are kind of new to the scene. You're
you're
muted,
muted
Nexus.
next.
Oh damn! All right, I was gonna say, kind of piggybacking off of what like Demon and KÆTO said, like that toxic positivity will kill you if you surround yourself with yes men, bro. You're not gonna get nowhere, cause like you could ask them like, "Is this song good?" and they'll be like, "Yes," and it's not, bro. It could just be hot ass. In the same aspect, you can blow up off of being shit. Look at Blueface, but at the same time, like that. At the same time, like once you just surround yourself with the right people, like it's a wrap. But one thing that I kind of forgot to leave out before everybody else started going was so everybody who's like super nervous or scared to put stuff out there, or just like shy people in general, dude, take it from a dude who used to get bullied in high school. Like, stop giving a fuck what other people think. Your happiness trumps all, you know? So, like, once you make something and you like it, that's all that fucking matters for real. Now, if you want to pursue music as a career, that's a little different. Like, or just even as a serious hobby, then yeah, opinions do matter sometimes. But at the same time, like, if you like something and everybody in their baby mob fucking hates it, bro, fuck it. Who cares? Like, you made something that you like. That's what matters.
Yeah,
You
that's the whole key.
exactly,
Yeah.
like creation is fucking beautiful. Creation and
I-
destruction, they're both beautiful things, dude. Like, you just gotta understand, like, not everybody's right. Not everybody knows everything. And once you kind of understand those two things, like, it's nice because it's liberating for real. Like, you're able to fully express yourself without any sort of like repercussion. And if anybody does try to come at you for being your full self, they're the asshole.
Yeah,
Like,
because
Yeah.
I've been stressing this to the group since day one. Is like, first of all, you need to love your own music, but also there will always be an audience out there for whatever kind of music you're making.
exactly.
Always. So you can be making the most random shit that has no structure to it, no nothing, and there will be someone out there that puts it on as their sleep playlist. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
there's always going to be people listening. Doesn't matter what you make. You don't have to conform to what other people want you to make all the time. But again, you got to be open to criticism when it's valid.
I want to bounce back real quick to something that Nexus said. What was it? I think it was about, look, I had it in my head and I'm having a brain fart.
I was gonna say, dog, I did say a lot. Like, was it about like the yes men or the fucking just fully expressing yourself, or just not giving a fuck?
No, I can't remember. I was gonna say something, I can't remember what it was, so we can move on. But
That's
yeah.
all good.
It's all
Can I say
good.
something?
Oh.
Oh no. Yes, y'all.
I would say, like, to newer producers, and I guess to my younger self, is like, don't be afraid to experiment and like don't artificially limit yourself, if that makes sense. Like, I would say, like when I started out, I really had no clue about anything music theory related. Like, I didn't know how to play anything. It took me a minute to be comfortable with just like laying down melodies, and like they sounded ass. Like, I had no reason doing all that, but like you have to sound bad and work through it, and to get to something that sounds like, reasonably good, or something that you're like okay with releasing. And like that kind of part, like, I really like sampling, and I like flipping samples, but it feels nice also if you're not limited to only doing that. And that's like one thing with OG Phonk, is that you can kind of just go and only sample, and all you really have to do is like lay down a bass line, and obviously drums and sound selection and all that, and mastering. But it's like, I would say that it's so important to not like be limited creative, like creative wise, like and just branch out, and don't be afraid of something sounding bad, because like you have to work through that to get better.
That's
I
facts,
did
dude.
I did remember what I was gonna say. When Nexus was when Nexus was talking about like doing it as a hobby versus like a serious hobby or even a career, like when you're giving or receiving criticism, you also have to keep in mind, like when somebody's giving criticism, you have to try and keep in mind like the position that criticism is coming from, because it kind of varies the way you give criticism if somebody's doing it as a hobby or if they're trying to pursue a career. Because the most like often response that I hear to criticism is like, oh, music's subjective, so like I kind of get what you're saying, but it doesn't really matter because it's subjective. And to a certain degree, that's true, but there are ways in which things can be good or bad about music, and the seriousness of that kind of depends on whether you're treating it like a hobby or as a career. So like when you're giving or when you're receiving criticism, you also have to keep that in mind.
Yeah, I feel like there are certain things that are just objective. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to mixing and mastering. I feel like
So
that's
you're
the
supposed-
one place that people like just they get lost. You know, they don't know what's
Yeah.
going on.
Zoo, you're
I was
supposed to be the asshole. Just butt in. Don't raise your hand. Just start talking.
I'm not gonna be honest. I'm not used to the polite Zoo, but I like it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it really quick though. What I was gonna say, and it has really nothing to do with the your question, but you guys are talking about a lot about like open criticism and stuff like that. If you're that person that feels like it's your job to criticize somebody, it's fucking not. Fuck you. Okay, it's not your job to criticize every fucking song. Okay, if somebody's showing you a song, they want you to just listen to it. They want you to listen. If they're asking you for that criticism, then give it to them. Don't be like, well, I actually didn't like that fucking melody that you put on the hook. Go fuck yourself, okay? Let the guy do what he wants, all right? It's not your job to criticize people. And that's all I got to say. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're so polite today. What is happening?
He's going easy on him.
Facts, dude.
Sigma mindset pause. Nah, we can't.
I feel like if someone asks though, like they should be open to criticism. There's definitely people that ask and are
Obviously.
like asking in a way where they want you to just
They just
meet
want you to
ride,
tell us
and
good.
like that's not always it's
Yeah.
not always the case. Like some people, I don't know. I mean, people probably think that stuff I make sounds bad, but I mean, like if they have like valid criticism for it, I'm definitely open to hear it. I'd say that there's definitely been times where someone asks for criticism though, and then they get really upset if you like point out anything.
I was specifically talking about like stuff that I've realized. Like I have people that I'll show my music to, and they feel like it's their job to tell me where they think I could change something. And sometimes it's
No,
people that
totally.
aren't musically inclined, and that's specifically who I'm talking about. Obviously, if criticism is smart criticism, it is open. But don't just be the person to try to find something to criticize, especially if
No,
it's
yeah,
not
people
looked
love
for.
the nitpick.
What's up? Like I was gonna say, like there's no such thing as perfectionism. Like everybody wants a perfect project. Like everybody wants to strive for that. But at the end of the day, it's like there's nothing that's perfect in this world in general. It's like there's gonna be something wrong with something. I don't think anyone said this, but it's like you can't what's the word, cater to everybody's needs at the end of the day. Like
Yeah.
everybody's gonna have an opinion. It's just a way of life.
It's something you can keep in mind, but don't try and take all of it. You gotta have a certain degree of seriousness that you take all those opinions to. But yeah.
Did KidCortez and Bushido answer the question?
I was
No.
gonna say something, but I'm gonna start yapping. I don't know if like it's gonna.
Dude, just do it.
All right,
It's
but it was
okay.
gonna be like this, bro. Like, look, at the start when you're level 1, you know what I'm saying, you're starting this shit. Don't like focus too much on like comparing yourself to like already made artists, and you like they have studios, they have promotion teams, they have producers, they have so much that you don't have. And I feel like people when they just start, they automatically want to chase the level of someone who's up there and not doing their part to learn like the foundation to like be up there, or how to learn how to even like what they want from their song and how to sound. And going back to like what would I do if I could tell myself learn more about like how a song is mixed and how like I can get to a point to get my song like that, but also to other people that there's no excuse to not make music. Like even kids right now making band lab music that's blowing up. That's just another like point of view that anyone can make it, but it just depends on the determination you have. Don't like lock yourself into things you don't have, because then you just limit yourself, and then you end up like not getting anything done because you're always comparing to something you don't have, always chasing the biggest step. And as long as you break all these things down, it'll be easier to like do whatever you want to do. And but I forgot the rest I was gonna say.
Real quick,
I
I
think-
also remembered one more thing that's super important, especially if you're someone that's making music and you want to make this into a career. Learn about the business side of music. That is so fucking important, dude. And knowing the inner workings of the actual music industry that you're trying to get into, you know what I mean? especially if you want to stay independent. If you're looking to get signed, that's a completely different thing, but you should still learn about, like, you know, what potential contract could be thrown your way. I can't stress that enough. That's one thing that I've done specifically for the past couple of years, is just go as deep as I can into the rabbit hole that is like the behind the scenes of the music industry. That is so important to learn. Okay, I'm done.
Also,
Yeah.
real quick,
Facts.
I think
Go,
what KidCortez was saying is also a really important thing, because it's something that I still struggle with, and that's like comparisons. Because to a certain degree, outside of like gear, to a certain degree, the most important tool that a lot of successful artists have is like experience. Like they've been doing it for like a long ass time, and you can't come into music only doing it for a few months and be trying to like you telling yourself, you know, like, why don't I sound like this person or that person, you know, because that's, you know, everybody's at their own point. I still struggle with this, you know, like, because I'll listen to other producers that are doing shit, and I'll be like, oh, I struggle with this or that, and I'm kind of going on a tangent, but you know,
You're
yeah,
good, bro. You're
Yeah, I
good.
got
yeah,
you.
you know what I
I would
mean.
say
You know what
like
I mean.
imitation, like I feel like imitation can be like a good tool though. Like I wouldn't say just try to make exactly what another artist is doing, but if you really like something that another artist did and you can learn how to, like, at least for producers, right? Like if you can learn how to like emulate that effect, then you can use it in your own way. Like it's just another tool in your arsenal to be able to make like music like more how you want to make it. Like it's always good to learn. And I mean, like, like, there's tons of songs I've made where I've never released them, and the whole purpose of making that song was literally just to sound like another artist, just to like see what differences I'll do in my own workflow to try to achieve that sound, and then I can implement that in like my usual songs, and it just helps, I would say.
Yeah,
I
there's
want
like
to say I want to say one more thing before Bushido goes. Emulation is a kind of important, like, but at the same time, dude, like for artists, like vocal artists and shit, bro, that are like just starting out and want to sound like fucking hell, who Post Malone. Let's just use him. You could either be born with vibrato or you can learn it. It's not something you can't learn, bro. It's all just vocal exercises, and a lot of people, they shy away from it, like what KidCortez was saying, like learning the foundation. If you want to make a song and you're not sure really like how to go about it, dude, look up some vocal exercises. That shit genuinely helps. And if anybody's trying to do trap metal and they're just screaming into the mic, congratulations, Ali Sykes. Like you're not gonna get too far. You're gonna blow your shit out because you don't know the technique. Like having proper training techniques, like or just learning techniques and training yourself. It's really important. You know, that's a fucking super structural foundation piece, like that a lot of people skip. They think like, oh, I can just scream into a mic or sing into a mic and I'll be good. But then you do that like maybe 6 or 7 times, and now you end up sounding like you're smoking for 37 years. It's all about like just finding that shit. But yeah, I'm passing it off to Bushido.
Yo, before you get to
Yeah.
Bushido though, interjection. In the comparison part, like look, don't compare yourself in the way that they're here and they're here. Like they all had to go through their own process to be in the place they had to be. They met certain people, they met certain, like they were connected with certain people. They had certain opportunities that you didn't. So I mean, don't, in the aspect of comparison, don't like try to like see someone who's already at top and then you, because they built themselves to be there, and then you're still at the bottom trying to like gain all the network and all the thing that comes through experience. So it was in that sense, by the way.
3 things I would say if I were to talk to my younger self or anybody that's young. If you're still at home, if you're still with your parents, if your bills are covered and you don't have to take care of it, grind. Because the moment you get married, the moment you leave college and you get a real job and you're working about 45, 50 hours, you cannot put the time in like you have when you're young. It's not possible. You can try, but it's not. 2, while you're young, you got time to fuck up. Okay? Put the bullshit out there. If you got trash music, put it out there. Put it all out there. You don't have to wait till you have a banger to put your music out there. Put it out there. Take the criticism. Take the ass chewing. It's going to happen. Learn from it. Adapt. Apply. Switch styles. The third thing I would say is, if not now, when? You got a track out and you're sitting on it 3, 4, 5, 6 months. When? When are you going to put it out? When are you going to come up? When are you going to do a show? It's always talking. what we're gonna do, what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna do it. Next thing you know, 3-4 years go by and you ain't done a goddamn thing. You've been hustling backwards. Your shit is no different than what it was 3-4 years ago. You still got 3 followers, but yet, if not now, when?
Preach.
Grind, guys.
You preaching.
The grind set.
You saying it how it is.
That was probably the
Because,
best
let me
bitch
tell
out
you
of
something.
everybody.
God, I feel like
When
I'm
you get
liberated over
older-
here.
When you get older, you're going to reflect on all this stuff, and you're going to say, damn, I should have did it. Like,
Mhm.
now I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Do it now.
That's facts, bro. Time is a fucking endlessly ticking bitch, bro, and it will consume fucking everything. So I love that you said that. Like, if not now, when? Because I know a lot of people watching this motherfucker. You got at least 18 to 25,000 songs sitting in your vault. Bitch, drop them.
Put them all out.
Don't be
Everything.
afraid. Everything's gonna get brought to the light sooner or later. I love that he said that, bro. If not now, when? Because we're all guilty of that shit.
Just in
We're-
case anybody's confused, Nexus is addressing Zoo right now.
I'm talking about me. I'm talking
Me
about
too.
me. What, bro? Dude, I swear to Christ, if my fucking what is that? My MacBook that has not been turned on but is still plugged in for some reason for the last 3.5 years, bro. If that shit would have never bricked on me, or any of my laptops would have never bricked on me, dog, I would have easily 6,000 hours of unreleased shit. I would have been at when Kendrick lost his fucking his flash drive, when J. Cole lost his fucking flash drives, multiple, my nigga. Like it's if not now, when, bro? I'm so happy he said that.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
God damn. Everybody ready for the next question? God damn. That
Yeah,
was,
sorry.
that was fucking deep.
Yeah, we got in
It
that
took
shit.
a long ass minute. Holy shit. Nah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It's making my life a lot easier.
Bro's gonna cut all of this. The final edit.
It's like, man, yo,
It's
we're
like-
spitting, and then like
We're gonna get introductions, and then that's gonna be the end of the video. Dog.
It's like, oh, what's up, guys? It's Dev Records. Okay, guys, see you later. It's Dev Records. 5-second video.
Bro, it's all right. So first question, then just rolls the end credits.
Okay, so this ties in together because I think me and KÆTO or Demon, a few people have talked about this before. Or I've hinted at it because I've told you guys before I'm a fan before everything, especially when it comes to like making videos, making music in general. I really don't care what anybody says. I'm a fan before anything. In terms of dream collabs, who's someone that you want to work with when it comes to a rapper or another producer? And also, when is the first Devil Records tape gonna drop?
I don't know who should start this, bro. I think we all need to fester on this question for a minute.
Zoo
I'll,
has
I'll
something to
start it,
say.
bruh.
Heard.
Alright, thanks.
He's ready. He did this
All right.
shit.
He's about to
So
cook up, bruh.
the people that I want to work with, right? Okay, so I have obviously all my inspirations that I've ever had with music, right? It started from the beginning. Eminem, X, if he came back to life. Ski Mask, obviously. Suicide Boys. Ghostmane's a big one. I also want to like it's a dream of mine to work with the lead singer of System of a Down, Surge.
Ooh.
Sadly he can't do what he used to do, but that would have been a real big dream collab that I would have liked to do. And obviously I like some metal bands. I would love to make a song with metal bands. Obviously after I learned the breathing techniques, a big reason why I stopped trap metal is because I don't do it properly. But yeah, the death metal bands that I listen to, Paleface Swiss, Knock Loose, fucking Slipknot. Obviously, I dream Chaz, not Chaz, lead singer of Linkin Park. I'm blanking on his name right now. Fake fan,
Chester Bennington.
right? I knew that. And I'm sorry, forgive me. This is the only time I'm gonna do it. But what was the last part of your question? You said the dream collabs, right?
Devil
Records
Records
tape.
tape.
That was the first question. Second question, when's the tape
Devil Records tape is
dropping?
never gonna happen
First drop.
ever.
Damn.
I'm not gonna let it happen.
He's too stubborn for that shit.
I do have a question for Zoo real quick. New or old Slipknot? Cause his son took over.
No, I didn't.
They have it. Don't they have it? Didn't they take over? Didn't he take over Slipknot? Oh no, he
I
has his own
think so.
fucking band. I'm a dickhead.
Yeah. his son is doing music separate.
Yeah.
Shows how much I pay
I
attention.
mean, you
to
could call it
anything.
new Slipknot if he's doing similar shit, but
Nah, it's a different style. I thought it was this. I thought he like made Slipknot
Gotcha.
2.0, but
yeah, no.
I'm slow.
I don't know. Here, I'll go. Dream collabs. I don't want to be like super obvious, but Sudi or Duh, like that would be super cool. Most of my dream collabs are artists because I feel like that's kind of where I lack is working with artists. You know, like obviously, you know, cooking with Zoo and KidCortez and Bushido and Nexus and all them. But outside of Devil Records, I don't know, Oliver Francis. I'm a really big fan of his style, and sometimes when I'm producing like shit, I'm really shit that I make is kind of in that same sort of style. If anybody knows, I'm a big fan of him, so he would be a cool artist to work with. Other artists, Puya would be super cool, and all of them like I know Suicide Boys, they don't really collab with too many people outside of their group, but that would be insane if we could get a Suicide Boys collab. That'd be nuts. But yeah, people in their circle too, like that'd be pretty sick. As for the Devil Records tape, I don't know if I can say too much about that, but I can say we are working on something along the lines of a Devil Records tape. If it works out, it will be pretty soon. So yeah, that's all I'll say for now. Maybe Demi can touch on that if he wants.
Mm-hmm. I'll work on that.
I feel like
You're good, dog. I'm still thinking.
Okay. I feel like kind of fortunate and that like definitely Demon and KÆTO know this that like I've pretty much already had like my main dream collab, which is kind of insane to think about because I'm pretty new to music production. I guess other artists I'd want to work with are just other Phonk artists like Breeze 4, Kiefer Green would be sick. I don't know
Oh,
if he
yeah.
like
I fucking
doesn't
love
do too
Kiefer.
many collabs, but oh my god, bro! Like all his albums are solo though, so it'd have to be like a single. But I just don't even know how to reach the guy. Yeah, that'd be insane. I guess Got No Time, No Sauce, and Rob Gikma. Like I want to at some point collab with all of them. Yeah. But honestly, I just working with more people in the genre would be so sick.
All right. So dream collabs for me I mean, like, if possible, for real, bro. Like, again, X and Peep, those would be the two I would love to lock in, but unfortunately, not able to do so. And I'm also not a fan of like, I do not know how to pronounce this word, but it's like post-death songs. I don't respect those. There's a reason they didn't put them out, so I'm not about to like pay somebody else who probably just got inherited the royalties to that song or like all the entire album or dude's computer and make something that he didn't even himself felt comfortable putting out. You know what I mean? That those two up, forever lost. But I would definitely want to collab with like Suicide Boys or all of G5, G59. That would be fucking tough. Like Night Lavelle, Ramirez, Scrim, Ruby, Denzel Curry. That's another one. I almost fucking forgot him. Cannot forget Denzel. Kind of like shying it away from that would be like J. Cole, Kendrick, because they're just two very educated, very literate artists that I appreciate a lot. They talk or not talk. They teach when they talk. It's definitely something you need to pay attention to. And then like Ski Mask, obviously, because that's about as close as I could get to X. And then what's his name? Craig Zen. I would love to make a song with Craig Zen and Tankhead. Those two are cool as well. And then kind of get into like the R&B side of shit. I would say, dude, SZA. I swear to Christ, bro. I would love to make a song with SZA, bro. Because you'll understand the amount of fucking. I would be so wavy, my nigga. Somebody be able to ride me like a goddamn surfboard on a surfboard, bro. It did not matter. Pause. But like, I would love to do that. Or Jake, the dude who made Golden Hour. I would have loved to get on the remix of that. The dude who got on the remix of that did not do that justice. I felt like I could have done a little bit better. It's a little ego. Apologize, not really. And then as far as like bands and shit go, oh, my fault. Producers and shit, I just want Scrim. Scrim as a producer, not like I just want Scrim as my only producer, but if I got the chance to work with Scrim as a producer, fucking muy bien, bro. Like absolutely. And then a big metal artist or new metal, I should say. I'm a bit, and this is a little cringe. Y'all can laugh at me, dude. I fucking love Chris Daughtry's music. Like ever since I saw him in America's Got Talent, and he didn't win, I was pissed. That was the day I stopped watching that shit. I feel like he's just, even though he didn't win, he's just been consistently grinding it out. His new fucking album is insane. And I like the range, and I feel like I could bring like some, more metal aspect to it because he doesn't do like a whole lot of screaming of it. Then like some new metal bands, dude. I would love to do a song with like Papa Roach. Dude, are you shit? Hell yeah. And then like Lil Jon. You know what I mean? Like maybe Cat Williams if he gets back on a track or some shit. Lil Duval. Then there's just like a bunch of parody ones like Yeah, I mean, I would do a track with Lil Duval. You shitting me? And then as for when the album's dropping, I gotta be
What album?
complete. Yeah, I guess. I mean, as far as like everybody else, they're gonna have their own. I really hope something happens soon, cause like I've been jonesing to make some shit, bro. I've been jonesing to make some fucking music, and I've just been tied up IRL. So it's like it's really hard for me to, trying to find those windows to lock in, like what fucking Bushido was saying. Like when you get older, dude, like it's kind of hard to find those windows. So, and I'm kind of going through that right now. But once I get to a place where like I feel like I am stable enough to be able to do the things that I want to do, and I'll be able to make more time for it. That's when I feel like we'll be able to make the album. The album's gonna happen regardless, but like that's when I'll feel more comfortable, trying to do the things that I want to do. I'm still trying to think of like other artists that I want to collab with. Fucking Chris Brown and T-Pain. Bitch, how'd I forget those? I'm mad at myself. I didn't say those two first. Fuck. Well, not first, but I didn't say those two after SZA. And Wayne. Fuck it. Basically any artist from like 2000 to 2009, bro. Let's lock in.
Cortez, Bushido.
Yeah, artists I'd like to work with would probably be like Chris Brown, Usher, SZA. Weekend would be awesome to work with, especially like there's some of the producers. They know how to really take an artist like a singer and bring out the best out of them. Take some tips and tricks from like Chris Brown would be awesome. Some of the other artists that I like too, they're already gone. Was like Juice WRLD would have been awesome to be collab with Peep, and then maybe some of the younger artists like from Sad Boys, like Lean, Echo 2K, Blade. That'd be interesting to work with. As far as the Devil Records album, that's a good question.
I think that's gonna be it.
I'll touch on that.
Answer that. Yeah, I'm gonna let him answer that. And
Once I graduate
moving.
college.
Cortez, future collab.
Future collabs, like I listen to a lot of Spanish music, so I want to make like songs with Peso Pluma, Fabio Guerra, Rosalia, Karol G, Anuel, Bad Bunny, like all those like Fuerza Regida, like with bandas and stuff. But then like the other ones I want to do with like The Weeknd, Denzel Curry, Lil Wayne, and Joey Badass was like a big influence for me when he was in Pro Era and Capital Steez. So if I could, anyone that's possible, Joey Badass, bro. Honestly. And then besides that, Ski Mask and anyone in like the funk community, bro, I'm down. And I wanna Callouts, Tyler Creator. Who else?
That's a creative
Isis
mind
speaking
right
right
there.
now.
Holy shit.
I'm getting mad.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting. Like, bro,
PewDiePie, imagine.
PewDiePie.
I forget.
PewDiePie.
Bitch is only at 3, bro.
Part 2.
Yeah. Kai Cenat, imagine not, but
Kai Cenat.
but yeah, run those.
It's funny that you mentioned Joey Badass because I just sent an acapella of his from one of his newer songs to Demon yesterday. It got flipped in a Demon beat.
Yeah, that shit's a banger.
Yesterday.
Dude,
It goes
Joey
hard.
Badass goes so fucking hard.
He does go
He's
hard.
good. Yeah.
So he's my first song.
I also forgot to throw one out there that I don't think it's probably possible, but just from the amount of shit that I've heard, like it's not gonna happen. Just for like on my end, would be NASCAR Aloe or Everybody in Death Proof. And the reason that being is like I'm trying to figure out like the right way to put it, but like I've just heard one too many bad things about like the whole clique. So like I feel a little trepidatious about like going to collab with them. You know what I mean? Like I'm very cautious about it because I'm not trying to experience any bad shit. But if the opportunity arises and everything goes smooth, bro, I would love that. I would love that so fucking much. And Tyler the Creator, Joey Badass. Yeah, I'm a little burnt. Didn't think of those two.
I got one
Oh,
more.
yeah.
I got one more. Tame Impala. I feel like their production is like so unique, and if they got a rapper to it, if I could build myself up to get to that point where I can collab with anyone, Tame Impala.
I want to work with a lot of people, man.
Your list is way too long.
Artists, I'm gonna shorten it. Artists and producers. Obviously, top of the list would be like unreasonable collabs. It would be Suicide Boys, Sudier, shit like that.
Yeah, that's kind of my list too.
Ramirez is high up on that list. Puya is high up on that list. Simpra. Let's do Night Lavelle.
Big
Obviously,
infamous list of
all
Pokemon cards.
of the Phonk guys. Ponsuda. Damn, bro. Now I'm losing all of those people that I had listed in my head. Anyone that does OG Phonk, hit me up, please. I just want to make some cool shit. But yeah, man. Just a lot of fucking underground people, you know. Lil Darky. Freddie
I was
Dread.
gonna say Lil
Come
Darky
on,
too,
bro.
because they just had Savage Gasp on a song too.
Yep.
Yeah,
that shit
Judge
goes hard.
Prodigy would go crazy. APOC Crisis would go crazy. Yeah, dude, I got a lot of people like just in my head here. I don't want to say that it's locked in just yet. We're still
Yeah.
working on it. We're still at the baby steps at the beginning.
Yeah, obviously we had that really big discussion about it, and I didn't know what you wanted to say about it.
Yeah,
So I
I'll
figured
say that we're
I'll
planning
give it to
something
you.
for Halloween. Not guaranteed though. Don't count on it. But if we
Yeah.
can get it out, then that would be fucking sweet. I think that's going to be a nice little something for
Little
anyone that
treat.
cares. Yeah. But obviously, like a group album is not our main concern. It's just like all of the singles that we're releasing. You know, yeah, we're all under Devil Records as a name, but like I just want all of us independently to do good in whatever the fuck we're making at any time. If we can come
Yeah, there's
together,
some
that's cool.
overlap
But yeah,
when it
exactly.
comes
There's
to
some overlap.
collaborations. Yeah.
Yep. Like obviously all of the producers, it's super easy to fucking just like, you know, send out projects, get them back, and then boom, now we have a fucking album, you know, like the Twilight Trap and albums and shit. That's easy shit we can bang out. But how can we incorporate the vocalists on every song? I don't know.
Donut did make a comment in the chat. I wanted to repeat it because probably not gonna be in the video. But he said the Devil Records album would be awesome because we actually have vocalists to go on our beats versus like, you know, your average Phonk tape is mostly beats with acapella flips on them.
It's usually
And-
just all producers and no rappers
Exactly,
in the
yeah.
actual
It's all producer
collectives.
based. So to have a Phonk based album with original vocals on all of the beats would be like something nice and fresh to bring to the table.
Yeah.
Not
I
that
think-
it's never been done before, but it's not as common in the Phonk scene.
Yeah, I think that's something that really sets us apart from these, you know, the second or third generation of funk producers is we're trying to incorporate more vocalists. I am seeing more and more underground vocalists like on my TikTok feed that are rapping on funk beats, which I love to see. I think it's not as common as it should be. More people
Yeah.
should want to rap on funk beats.
Is that everybody? Before I move
think so.
on.
Yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
That's it.
Yeah.
And you already answered the question with like what you literally said, like what can Devil Records bring to the underground and funk community? But does anybody
Yep.
else want to chime in with that as well? Because that was actually the
Everything, nigga.
question.
Every fucking thing, bro. We're here to everybody that you know that's on top, they're not going to be once we get like our fucking pinky toe in the damn door, bro. I mean, shit, we're kind of already there, but once we get the like arm, you know what I'm saying? So another fucking body part through the doorway, bro, the top's coming down, bro. Everything y'all niggas know about anything is gonna be fucking shifted. I swear to Christ. Like y'all might have had crazy mosh pits for X for metal band shit like that, nigga. You have not seen me on stage yet, bro. Like you haven't seen Zoo on stage. You haven't seen KidCortez on stage. Like once we get our shot,
Yep,
once we
I
get
agree.
our fucking start, bro, it's a wrap. We're already grinding. We already have the ball going like fucking uphill fast as shit, denying physics. Once we get our go, bro, y'all niggas is not nobody's safe, bro. Nobody's fucking safe.
Yeah.
Forgive me. What was your it was what we can bring to the table?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Devil Records, yeah.
I would like to say that we're pretty unique. Yeah, we do like our inspirations. You can definitely hear our inspirations in our songs, but not a single one of us is trying to copy somebody. And a lot of people that are blowing up right now are literally spitting copies of another artist. They're taking one artist, like you'll find an artist like Suicide Boys, right? And they do the slow shit, they do the fast shit, they do the hard shit, they do the trap metal, and you'll find artists that are blowing up now just grabbing onto one of those and using that for their career. And it's just stupid. There's no originality anymore. And I think that we're all pretty original. And if you don't think so yet, we're on our way to becoming original. Not one of us is happy with what we're doing. I'm not saying we're happy with what, you know what I mean? Like we're not content with where we are in our music styles and careers. So I think that Devil Records brings originality, also a really like tight friendship and or brotherhood. There's no toxicity within Devil Records. I've been in one or two collectives and it was always toxic. There was always problems, but we're all pretty good with each other and pretty friendly. So,
Yeah,
we're
we got
pretty-
we got an
That
HR
part.
section over here, you know.
Yeah.
All of us
they
get
handle
sent
it.
there every week.
Exactly.
No, fact, no, I see
Literally.
Yeah. We've had our
Sometimes
trials
that's
and
what I'm about.
tribulations, but
Zeus in that office every day. They say,
Zeus filing complaints for the the
Yeah.
managers and shit. Dude, we also just bring quality music. Like I feel like all of our qualities are just constantly leveling up. And considering where we were like a year or 2 years ago, it's
yeah.
fucking insane. So yeah, that's something else that we can bring to the table.
I
will
do want
say,
to.
Sorry,
you
I was gonna
continue.
say I do feel like, you know, even though there is like a super like a pretty big distance gap between all of us, like the fact that we were able to level up is I don't want to say solely because of Discord, but it was definitely the fucking catalyst for real. And I remember when Demon put me onto Discord, I was like, "Are you talking about the fucking song, bro? Like the Nightcore song, Discord?" No, I'm not. I'm talking about this
Deadass.
app
Yeah.
that fucking it's. And then he had to explain it to me because I'm a little old head, and he's just like, once he got me into it, bro, he saw the potential, and it's fuck it is a wrap, dude. Like the leveling up just doesn't end once you're able to lock in on this shit and like meet the right people. I don't know why my camera's glitching out.
Bro, your camera's been glitching
It's
the
been doing
entire
it the
time.
whole time, and I've been fucking watching me just fucking.
I mean, it's a cool effect, so you know,
Yeah,
it is what it is.
it's
but
the Wendigos, but yeah.
it's the Wendigos.
Hey, yo.
Fucking but
Can't
not
say that.
like I definitely feel like, you know, Discord did help a good portion of us fucking level up, like
For sure.
fucking, you know, and I just appreciate that everybody's where I'm appreciative of everybody, that everything everybody did to get to this fucking point. Like I know a lot of people went through like good shit, bad shit, indifferent. I'm glad that y'all niggas went through that shit to be here. Y'all, I consider y'all family for real. So like
Yep,
For real.
same here.
I appreciate every one of y'all niggas. Like, when one of these days, dude, not even one of these days, bro, sometime soon, when we get the top, when we selling out Madison Square Garden, bro, we're gonna think about the time we did our first fucking interview as a label with Danny T on Discord.
Oh god.
And we're gonna
Oh
bring
my
it up
God,
when we
bro.
have the production team right behind him. He's saying action, all that shit, bro. Like
Yeah.
the vision's there.
I want to say when we were talking about the tape earlier, the problem with all of us being able to get on a tape is also a strength in a lot of other ways, where everybody kind of has their own style, but since we're collabing so much, you kind of have different combinations where you get like different blends of everybody's styles depending on who's on the project. I can't remember the name of the song, but the first song that Bushido did with us, where he had Demon made the beat and then Zoo was the feature. So you know you have
Better
Zoo or
days.
yeah, Better Days. You have Bushido, who has like a softer, like singing voice, and then Zoo is more of like a trap mellow artist at the time when that was made. And then so you combine those two artists with Demon's style of production, and you kind of get sort of like an emo trap, like experimental, you know, like Lil Peep type track. And same goes for everybody else in the group. Like, we don't have like a singular sound. You kind of get different results anytime you have different people working on tracks, and you kind of get a little bit of everything. And I think that's a really big plus for us, because it doesn't stay stale. You're constantly hearing new sounds from us. KidCortez being added to the group, he has his own style, so now we're getting a lot of different shit having him on
Yeah.
the group as well.
It's just
So
gonna
I think,
multiply.
yeah, you get even more of that. So I think that's something that we have, where everybody has their own styles, but it's like in that way you're constantly getting a new sound from us every time we do a track.
Yeah, in general, that's something that Devil Records also brings to the table, is just like a melding of different genres. You know, everyone wants to do something different, and so the producers are constantly having to like just try to readjust what we know already and learn something new. It's awesome.
We're all a bunch of different ingredients, and you you can make whatever you want depending on which ingredients you pick for each track. And
Exactly.
if you want to follow that analogy with me,
Yeah, I was gonna say Devil Records is like a sandwich individually. Like you like lettuce, you like ham, you like cheese. They're good on their own, but once you slap it all together, dog, it's scrumptious.
No Diddy. Nah, for real.
Hey,
No
yo.
Diddy.
No Diddy.
Basically,
You let him do it.
the video that Danny T's gonna post is just Devil Records is scrumptious. That's the title.
Scrumptious.
Got
No
me in the
Diddy.
fucking thumbnail, just scrumptious.
Damn.
Did everybody answer? Bushido, did you answer?
I think
Nah,
Donut or
it was
Bushido
just
talked.
him and I think Cortez.
Bushido and
I think that-
Cortez.
I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like y'all
Donut
said it
too.
all.
They-
Yeah, they said
Definitely
it
a
all.
lot of like
Yeah.
diversity.
Each artist has their own dynamic once together. They have like a certain energy they bring, and I feel like that's unique because, like you said, other groups don't have artists, and plus these artists are like combining their sounds together to make unique tracks, and every new one is more unique, and that's about it for real.
Yeah, I think that all of us can pretty much do most of the genres. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think there's anything that you can't do. Like some of us sound better on certain genres, than others. You know, I admit that. But for the most part, you put a track out and we can pretty much do it. You know, so we're pretty versatile, and that's kind of
Yeah, if
what we have in
Nexus
the group.
goes in the group chat and was like, "Yo, I want to make a country song," you know, like,
Right.
like, hey, bro,
Country
I mean, we
trap,
could.
bro.
Yeehaw, nigga.
Old Town Road Part 2.
Okay.
Oh man, that's what the song's gonna be called.
Parentheses, yeehaw, nigga. Like that's what it is. Absolutely.
Damn, that's
You're gonna see
crazy.
me in a fucking 10-gallon hat and snakeskin boots
With a
every day.
corncob pipe, bro.
Hope I don't get
I have
canceled if
it-
I repost that on my story.
I have a fucking shirt that's where it's like me, but it's like a meme face, bro. And I have a corncob pipe in my mouth, and it says, "Put that in your pipe and smoke it." If anybody ever finds that shirt, I swear to God, I will hunt you down and I will burn that shit off you. Like, that is not for the eye of the public. I swear to God.
I'm gonna make a post tomorrow on IG
Right.
of that meme.
2 hours. Holy shit.
2 hours, yeah.
So it's
That's
about to
not
hit 2
bad.
hours.
It's
and
not
I-
bad.
I-
Good luck
50
editing, brother.
minutes. Yeah, bro. This is the longest one. Pause. Like,
Hey,
yeah.
Yo, what's up?
Yo.
But last two questions. Guest call outs. You can call anybody out. And also guest questions that you might have for me.
Okay, hold on. We might need to think about this one.
What
I'm
the call outs
sorry,
and the
no,
questions?
Yes.
Yeah, like who? Okay, so you're asking who do we want you to interview,
Yeah.
and what questions do we want you to ask them? Okay.
Oh no, it's guest call outs. Who do you want on the video and questions for me, specifically.
Okay, gotcha.
Damn, dude. I have no fucking clue. Oh, you know what? There's two people that I think would probably get you a good bit of stream revenue or just like fun videos in general. Kid Spyro, shout out to him. He's pretty popular in Australia. Like to the point where like he's got deals with like Sony and shit, whole PR team management and shit. Like he fucking opened up not he himself opened this up, but he was like the first person in one of the sports stores that opened in forget where the fuck he's from. But so that would be one that I feel like you would definitely get some buzz off of. Another one would be Kuma. Fucking Kill Kuma. That would be another one. That would just be fun in general for you, to be honest. My question to you would be, what made you want to interview us?
To interview you guys in general? Well,
Yeah.
mainly because obviously I see you guys 24/7 at this point on Discord. Well, I see KÆTO and Demon all the time, and I mean, there's not a lot of videos where it comes to multiple people, like especially when it comes to like this scene in general. But specifically why I ask you guys, I mean, I talk to you guys almost on a weekly basis at this point, and it's like it was bound to happen at some point. It's just the matter of like when it was gonna happen. So obviously, like I fuck with you guys. Y'all are chill. Y'all cool as shit all the time. Like every single time. Like we have the same type of humor, which is a great thing. Because it's very rare to like have a same common ground with a lot of people, because people tend to get offended real quickly, especially nowadays. You guys are just talented overall, and like I haven't heard like anything bad when it comes to working with you guys, and also
Appreciate
just
that.
talking
Yeah,
in
we all-
general.
G shit.
We all appreciate that. You know, you don't
Also,
hear
I
anything
got
bad
one
from us
guest
because we
call
don't
out.
put bad shit out. You know?
Yes, I don't know about it. I'm just kidding.
Exactly. It stays in the vault, bro.
Exactly. Like the lore.
The lore goes
Yeah.
We
deep
just
with
don't
Devil
talk
shit.
Records, bro.
Oh man.
I got a guest call out. Well, I don't really know what like your range of guests can go from, but I mean, since you just interviewed like an entire collective, be multiple things. I would say like sad SoundCloud would be kind of cool. Maybe, or like Rare Phonk, or just like one of like the Phonk promotion channels on
Smooth
YouTube.
Sounds.
Having like, an
Smooth
interview
sounds
with-
for sure, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, Smooth Sounds would be super cool.
Smooth- I didn't even think of that. I don't know why I didn't think of
You
Smooth
guys want
Sounds.
some inside information. So I emailed Smooth Sounds, Loud Lord, and what's the other guy? I forget. And Kloudbug. I've only heard back from Smooth Sounds. He said I'm gonna just say it out loud, but he's down to do it, but the only reason that he doesn't want to do it is because obviously like the face stuff in general. Like
He
like,
likes
I can
his
respect his
anonymity.
privacy.
Yeah,
I respect his privacy. Like that's the only reason.
exactly.
That's also the same
Yeah, I
reason
wouldn't even
why,
want. I don't
like,
want to see his face or anything. I just want to hear from like a promotional channel, you know, like
yeah.
and, like what it's all about.
Yeah, because I was gonna say that's similar to like why Eric didn't do videos for the longest time. Like it was
Yeah.
sort of like the anonymity, I guess,
Yep,
being
that's-
anonymous in
Mhm.
general.
Yeah.
It's sort of like something that people like go towards and sort of like this genre too as well. So I respect people's privacy, but if they're down to do it, that's like that makes stuff not just easier, but it just gives like the people that listen to them in general something to actually
Yeah.
see and
Yeah.
actually be like, oh yeah, I fuck with this dude even more because he's chill. You can talk to him all the time. He's
Yeah,
he's down
well-
to just do the video in general.
On the off chance that Smooth Sounds hears this, we don't care what you look like. We just want to hear, like, it would be cool to hear from somebody in his position. It'd just be cool to hear like his takes on shit, you know, because he's in like a unique position
Yeah.
where he's interacting with a lot of people from that scene. So it'd kind of be cool to hear what he has to say about a lot of shit. But yeah,
He's also like probably listened to more Phonk than most
Anybody.
people on Earth.
Yeah.
Literally
So
everybody.
it's
And
like
also
an
he's put
insane
us on
position.
so much that
Yeah.
we'd love to just know more about him in a sense, not
He
like
has you
personal
guys
stuff.
in like over a dozen of his mixes. I've
I know.
I've actually counted
insane.
before. It's like about maybe 20 to 30 at least.
It's
of his
ridiculous.
Probably
mixes.
somewhere out there there's a 4chan or Reddit thread about how Yxng Demon secretly owns the channel and he just there every once in a while.
But yeah, dude.
Who knows?
the
Maybe you
camera
already did a
cut.
Smooth Sounds interview.
Bro.
As soon as the camera cuts, you just hear Demon
be
go
like
like,
the
"Why the
I
fuck
am
you
Yokai
Smooth
doing
part
Sounds,
too.
bro.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it'll be like
Ryan
Yokai
Celsius.
reveal.
Oh,
like,
my bad, my
well,
bad. my
Yokai's
bad.
Von Storm, but I'm saying like if Demon was Smooth Sounds, it'd be like Yokai Part 2, where it just
Oh god.
yeah.
the reveal, bro.
I just have so much time on my hands. You guys think I'm living like 3 lives? That's crazy.
Yep.
No, you should definitely interview Ryan Celsius. I want to know more
Yes.
about just what he does in general. I feel like he
Yeah.
does so much shit that nobody knows. You know what I mean?
I want to tell you that he's down to do it. I want to do it I want to do it so badly in person, like so badly,
Oh,
just
yeah.
because like we're at this point neighbors. But I've held that off since I've actually started because I don't want like a bunch of smaller artists after him. Like I want to get like the main people versus having like a bigger guy in general because I don't want people to come to the channel and be like, oh, the guy that interviewed Ryan Celsius. No, I want to be the person that's like, oh, I've interviewed multiple people that are in this community. I don't want to be just that one-off video.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
getting the videos pumping.
Build it up
and
to that
then-
point.
Yeah. But it's
Yeah.
definitely in the works. He's definitely down. I actually talked to
Good.
him in Dallas, and he said he's 100%
That's
down.
sick. I'll be waiting for that whenever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
seriously.
It sounds like it's gonna be far off into the future, but I definitely will be excited for whenever that happens. 'Cause
Have
he's
you
such an
interviewed
interesting
Saint
character.
Pond?
No, bro. I'm trying.
That would be a good one.
That's one person. Like he could literally come to my house anytime, bro. Like
Exactly.
Yeah.
he's like 20, 30 minutes away from me at this point.
That's cool.
I have a question for you, Danny. What's your social security number?
Hey, yo, my social is
What are
002.
Can I get the 3 funny digits on the back of your credit card?
Yeah,
The
exactly.
funny digits.
The 3 funny
The
digits.
groovy digits on the back of my credit card is crazy.
No, I don't have any genuine questions for you, bro.
Damn,
got any-
we just don't care.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you already.
KidCortez,
damn.
Zoo.
I was gonna say, like, what made you want to start interviews?
Because it was something different. I'm the only person besides obviously Donnie Nola from Funky Town that does interviews, and recently I'm the only consistent person that does videos when it comes to like the funk scene. But I do want to get more consistent when it comes to like interviews, and I already told Demon about the series that I'm working on. I don't want to say much about it because we've already said it multiple times, but that's definitely going to be done within the next month or so. I've just been really busy with traveling. I definitely want to give back to the community that definitely helped give me a lot of life, because without music in general, I don't know where I would be. I'd probably be just not here, not here on this
facts.
call.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I actually have 2 questions. I'd like to know like what your goals are for the future. Like where would you like your channel to be at, and like if it continues to go really well, like what would you see yourself doing content about like in the future? And then second question is, why are you extremely obsessed with Gangsta SpongeBob? That's another question. I needed answers to that real quick.
Oh man. When it comes to this, I just want to put on like the people that I can actually talk to, because it's really like, especially when I first got started, it was really fucking hard to like get people to collab with you, especially if you're brand new, let alone do a video.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even answer their DMs. So if I can get somebody on a video or just get someone to talk to and learn from them, doing something like this is so foreign. It just adds like another layer to both my personality or like my brand as well as theirs. So it's sort of like a helping hand. Basically at the end of the day, when it comes to doing this in the future, I'm probably just going to do this until I get tired of it. I don't see myself stopping in general, because there's so many talented artists in general when it comes to not just this scene but also just underground in general. But unless I get super exhausted or frustrated, which it takes a lot for me to get frustrated, I don't see myself stopping making any of these videos for the future, for the foreseeable future. When it comes to that, dude, it's just childhood. I fucking love SpongeBob. I think I used to listen to a lot of AP and Cody Valdez, and I saw like the first iteration of like Spongepimp in general.
Spongepimp.
That's how it started, and I wanted something that looked a lot different than what he actually had. I don't know why I got obsessed with it. Honestly,
It's a
like,
classic,
it's
nigga.
crazy.
It's classic. That shit fucking originated in goddamn 08, nigga. Like, bro, you saw SpongeBob in a do-rag, fucking oversized
For real.
basketball jersey, basketball shorts, and then jeans on top of that shit, and them bitches was low. Like,
That
it's
shit was hard. Plus,
and
like,
a grill.
every single time it gets like a photo or like one of the renders that I show you guys all the time get generated, that shit low key's fire. Like,
Yeah.
like it's low key gas. Like, it's like a hard AI picks like on Reddit.
I
Would
have
you
I have
consider-
something I want to say.
There
Thanks,
you go,
KÆTO.
alright. Yep,
Somebody I want to see you interview is each one of the Devil Records members alone. I think yeah, we got the group part passed, but I think individuality is very nice. Obviously, start with the king of Devil Records.
For real.
I would like to see that a little bit more, because you don't really know everything. Like, we don't know everything about each other, so that would be nice for everybody else to learn the same shit that we don't know. You know what I mean? It'd be an interview for us to see as well. I think that would be nice. And a question for you was asked. KidCortez asked it. I don't know if this was asked, but what do you hope to gain out of like what milestone are you reaching with your channel?
Honestly, I really wanted to, like, when I was younger, I wanted to do this full time. Obviously, like, life gets in the way of things in general, and obviously some dreams you can't see. But if this were to be a full-time thing, I would definitely want to do it sort of like, what's his name? The guy that interviews everybody. His starts with an N or a K. I can't remember. He's like Goofy. He's like Goofy and wears glasses all the time. Nardwar.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Nardwar. Having that, but like in video format would be. He's also an inspiration to me personally, because he digs really deep when it comes to like different artists. But I don't really like. I've already met the people I wanted to meet. I've already met like a bunch of Holy Mob members in general. I've met people from Purple Posse. I've already checked off everything when it comes to like hanging out with the people I looked up to, the people that, I mean, I haven't been able to work with anybody, but technically if a video is working with somebody, that's something I've already checked off everything on my bucket list at this point when it comes to meeting people. I think it's just up from here. Like, anything after like the last 6 to 7 months of just doing videos is just a plus when it comes to just making these.
Right.
Would you consider like doing an Adam 22 style podcast with artists in the future? Like, if you're able to get some sort of setup like that, I think that'd be sick.
Yeah, I think
we need an old school Adam, bro. We need somebody to be that for the underground. We don't have that anymore.
Yeah, because he does a lot of different shit with no jumper. It's crazy. I think Donnie definitely has a setup for that. The only issue or the only thing is distance for us, and also scheduling, which is the biggest thing when it comes to these, because I could barely like get time to edit these, let alone schedule people to get on a call with me. So it really depends, but I can definitely see that being something in the future.
Can I just say real quick, all of these guys have been singing my praises the entire fucking time, but everybody that's watching this video should go follow all of them. They are so fucking talented, dude, and I'm so happy to be fucking working with them all the time. That's so crazy.
Hell yeah.
Fucking excited,
Oh,
bro. I'm
yeah.
excited
Is
about
this
what
like
the
the
future
sign
holds.
off? Like, are we...
You got
I don't know. Does he have any more questions?
any more call outs, questions?
Demon the
Demon
Demon
go.
the
Demon go.
We got a little
And-
call here. Oh yeah, I should probably touch on. None of us are Satanists, by the way. That's a common
Yeah,
thing.
That's
Bro,
a-
like every single time, like so it's like, what the fuck is Devil Records? I'm like, huh? Like what?
Like yeah,
No.
we kind of seem like a cult from the outside looking in, but trust, like
You'd be surprised how many people ask that.
yeah. That's
This
a
is-
common.
Satanist?
Dude might be.
This is going in the front of the video. And then we're transitioning to the beginning, bro. Cause like I don't know how many times like I hear that all the time. It's like Devil Records, what? Like nah.
Yeah,
nah.
no, the whole dark aesthetic just started from me. Honestly, I was fucking edgy when I was younger, and Yxng Demon, and it just kind of stuck. And so we just ran with that, the darker aesthetic of shit. And also, like, I don't know, you could think of some versions of Phonk as like darker themed, whatever,
It's the aesthetic, basically.
Yeah, exactly. We're all fucking nice, God loving people.
For the most
Praise
part.
bait.